We are live. Jesus, I've been trying to work out this YouTube live stream for a little while, but there it is. Please let me know in the comments if you can hear me properly. And give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Yes, sir. Awesome. Perfect. So we'll just wait on a couple of people to attend. We are live. That is awesome. That is the first time we do a YouTube live. Exciting. Who's excited? Come on. Get the comments going. Get me excited. Come on. I'm up till 12 a.m. today. I haven't slept since yesterday. We can do this. Blow up the comments. Get some likes going. Come on, guys and girls. We can do this. That's awesome. I know it's been a while, hasn't it? I've been waiting for us to be able to get on a live stream. Now, if anyone can record this, that would be great because I'm not sure I'm gonna know how to record this. I'm very new to YouTube. So anyway, let's get cracking into it. First of all, I cannot be more grateful and I cannot be more thankful for everyone, really, everyone, all the support, all the community love. I mean, seriously, we have been only on air for a month. Like, guys, seriously, like, I don't know if you kind of realize, but in a month's time, we have achieved a lot. I mean, a lot. I mean, I came into this project and this, the Telegram channel had 135 people in it. And then we were sitting on 365 holders. We're sitting at 11,000 now, 11,500, right? So honestly, congratulations to everyone, because if it wasn't for this awesome community, nothing would have been possible. So let me not waste any of your time, and let me get straight to it. Yes, you are the best. Yes, preach it. Exactly, you are the best. And I want to give a shout out to Ed because that song that you made for the meme contest, that was absolutely brilliant. So shout out to you. All right, so what I want to discuss with everyone is basically the progress that we're doing on the project and like where we have come from the 4th of May until today, which is the 10th of June, just over a month. And I just wanted to go through basically what we have achieved so far. So first of all, my opening, I want to say that we have had a contract that we walked into, a project that we walked into. We all walked into it equally, right? None of us came in basically with the intention of building a project or anything of the sort. The only reason the project was taken on board to get built was the community. So, you know, it all started with a lot of heart and soul. It all started with a lot of passion, which is really what brings everyone together, really. What keeps us going all the time. So at the start, there's a lot of things that we want to achieve, but the thing is, like, usually when I'm starting a business, so when I was trying to be executing in other projects and stuff in my real life work, I kind of launched two product-based companies. And the way usually it works is you'd have a business plan, you'd have a marketing plan, you'd have a financial plan, right? And you have people looking after each department basically. And then from there, it just gets executed, right? So the reason why I am incredibly proud of this community and this project is because we worked it backwards, right? We came into a project and then we implemented a marketing strategy, and then we implemented a marketing campaign, and then we implemented a business plan, right? Which is incredible. And I really want everyone that is watching here and anyone who is not on here to give yourselves a pat on the back, because really you've made that possible, right? So first and foremost, I've been getting a lot of questions about the marketing campaign. I've had a lot of people asking, why have we not done marketing? Now, guys, let me make this very short, sweet, and simple. This is basically, I'm going to drop it in the community chat. This is basically what we have done in terms of marketing for this project so far. So I'm going to mute the chat for a second. It's muted. That's awesome. So this is what we've got in terms of marketing for this project so far, right? And that's not nothing. You know, so we see the chart going crazy, and we see the numbers flying and all that sort of stuff. That's not from nothing. That's not happening just because. Okay. So first of all, I want to start with the team structure. So we have been I've been working on a team structure, which is what goes where, because at the end of the day, we need to have a business structure. And as we all are anticipating, basically, is that we're going to probably see regulations soon. So we want to fall into that category where, you know, we're in the safe. By the way, the less likes I see, the more I get, you know, disturbed. So get some likes on the video. No, I'm joking. So first of all, it's the team structure. So again, I'm going to drop it in chat. And that way everyone can have a look at it. I'm not sure about the turnaround, so you might have to skip YouTube, like close the video in order to see that. But here it is. So each person is going to be responsible for a certain department of this project, because at the end of the day, as we said before, and I'm sorry if there's any questions in the chat. I can't check the chat right now. But everyone is going to be looking after a certain department. So if we have a look at this chart that I just sent, it's still sending, sorry. Message retracted, no problem. So first of all, the team structure is the most important thing. So if you have a look at the structure of the project, you've got myself as the CEO now. Business development is going to be taken care of by myself, Ricky, and Scott. Marketing and advertising, we've got web development, we've got the marketing campaign into each aspect. Now, in the marketing campaign, which is really what I want to focus on, I'm going to check if I'm able to drop it in the chat here, actually. No? Okay. Sorry, not able to drop it here. So in the marketing campaign side of it, right, there is, what you see there is people responsible for each marketing platform, and each person has been doing a phenomenal job. And again, I'll go through the statistics of that with you guys and girls in a minute, right? What you see there, the people responsible for it, that's our internal marketing. Okay, that's our work to get our social media platforms to where they need to be. Okay, on the side, you'll see a budget, a marketing budget, right? That is going to be for exposure. That's going to be for external marketing, right? So in terms of, you know, influencers, in terms of YouTube videos, in terms of all that sort of stuff. So with the YouTube videos, yes, we have another one coming out hypothetically before the end of the week. Usually I hate kind of counting on what people say, because you never know if they're going to deliver or not. But we are promised a video to go out before the end of this week, before Sunday. So we'll see what happens with that. But with that said, right, I do want to emphasize on the structure that I just shared with you guys. So an average of 20 BNB a week is not much, okay? But it does a lot. It does a lot. One thing I've always said, and I'll continue to say, is The little buys and the stable buys are the buys that have kept this project going from day one, and they've always flipped the chart around. Okay, now that is really the target audience that really we need to be focusing on, right? So we want to be able to shift our focus to where it is the most effective. Okay, right now we're making noise, but not merely as much noise as we could be making, right? The reason I say that is because of what we've achieved so far in terms of the marketing campaign. Now, I'm going to drop another image in the community chat. And check this out. Our initial draft of the marketing campaign was originally launched on the, thanks guys, I appreciate that. The marketing campaign draft was originally launched on the 15th of May or the 16th of May, right? So from the 16th of May until now, okay, it has been huge. It has been huge, okay? Basically, if you go through the draft that we were looking at, there was a budget. We were trying to work out a budget. We were trying to work out the research for target audience, social media marketing, content, and the type of high quality content that we want to deliver, tracking results and returns on investment, and influencer marketing, as well as leveraging NFT creations and merchandise. Now, with all of that, the only two things that I would say have only been tested, which pretty much everything has only been tested so far, right? So that's why one thing we always kind of like tend to forget about it. I'm gonna like go away from like the professional attitude and all that, and I'm gonna tell you like a little story. One thing that we tend to actually really get stuck on and forget about is that time is something we have so much of. Okay, so instead of getting stuck in the image of why are we not on the moon yet, right? Let's just kind of like take a step back and have a look at it and say, okay, what can we do better? Okay, where did we fail? Because if you've never failed, you're not learning anything new, right? And if you're always doing the same thing over and over again and you're insisting that it's going to work and it's not working, you're shooting yourself in the foot. And at the end of the day, the way I look at it is this project is worth $1.6 million on a diluted market cap currently, right? And it's $1 million business, guys. Like, we're going to treat it that way, right? So again, going back to the point where, you know, you first have your plans and your strategy and then you execute it, to the point where right now, the way we're working on it, right, is we worked it backwards, right? We took the project over and then we're starting to develop it and starting to like put the plans together, the business plan and the marketing plan and whatnot, right? Right now is prime time. So I get it. I get that the chat gets a little bit quiet sometimes. And I get that the chat gets a little bit, you know, a little bit with the market, you know, the market goes down, the chat goes quiet. But there's a lot more than that happening on here. Like, you know, look at you all. Like, seriously, I am so super proud. Every time I look at how people are interacting with each other, I'm like, wow, you know, it's just such a blessing to see that, you know, we were able to influence that within each other, right? And guys, trust me, there's a lot of people like you and me out there. There is a lot of people like us out there looking for exactly what we were looking for when we came into Dragonmusk, right? Go out and find them. Go out and find them. They need a home too, right? Yes, it's not $1 billion project yet, but it will be, right? The way we're going, it will be. Okay, so going back to the drawing board, I want to go to and again have a look at the projections that I sent you. We promised basically in that marketing draft campaign, we promised growth on all channels. We promised Reddit efforts, 4chan, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and impactful shilling, Twitter growth to 2,000 members, and the tweets going up to 5,000 likes. Now, we are nowhere near that, I understand, but the members have gone over 2,000, very well over. And we wanted to assign each individual team members to do promotions and awareness. So if you have a look at that kind of part of what was shared, the statistical studies, right, you'll see right above it, there is a little bubble with each person being responsible for each platform and avenue. So if we go into on the right hand side where it says in internal marketing, we've got our TikTok, right? Now, I don't think anyone has anticipated for TikTok, our own TikTok, to be coming on, right? And again, shout out to every single person who has been taking care of these platforms, because obviously it wouldn't be achievable without you all. So, you know, first of all, we've got the TikTok. There's an average of 800 views and 75 likes. Our Reddit page is structured, and it's releasing posts every on a systematic timeline between Scott, Matei, and Stuart. There is a certain time between each post, which makes us basically getting constant exposure, even though it's not, you know, sometimes it gets the upvotes, sometimes it doesn't, but the system is there and the roadmap for it is there. Instagram, Gemma, shout out again. Average 65 reactions per post is incredible for something that's not even 3 weeks old. Twitter account, Roy has been doing a phenomenal job with that. With an average of 55 likes and 15 retweets. We've seen tweets with over 100 likes. We've seen retweets for over 100, for over 50 shares as well. So we're doing very well in that aspect. Medium article, Stuart, you're an absolute bomb. Like that article, when I read that article, I'm like, damn, this speaks true to what we stand for. And it's been evident. We've seen 3.9 thousand reactions, which if I kind of divide that by 50 claps per person, that'll bring us to around 76 reactions, which is absolutely phenomenal. YouTube is going to be utilized for live AMAs with myself, because I always preach integrity and I always preach honesty and I always preach that, you know, I'm there with you all. I want to prove it, and I want to show you all that I'm there with you. So I want you all to see my face. I want you all to know who's behind the computer, who's behind these, you know, words. And you know, sometimes I try to motivate everyone and talk to everyone, but who am I? This is who I am. Hi. And then we've got the Facebook account. Ricky has been looking after our subreddit and the Facebook account. He just created that. And we want to basically start building on that. But that's going to be at a later date as well, because at the moment we've got a lot of marketing on our hands. Now, with that said though, we do have something new that's in the works. Since we all realize that the Telegram channel is a great platform, is a great avenue, we wanted to utilize Discord. And again, massive shout out to Michael and Benjamin, because they stepped up, and we have got literally a whole Discord channel. Again, forgive me, softwares are not my strength. So, you know, all that I know is, you know, how to protect myself in terms of like cybersecurity and all that sort of stuff, but that's all I know. So Ben and Michael have created a Discord channel. The Discord channel is going to be utilized a lot in the future of the project. It's not announced yet. It's a different, if you're wondering, it is a different Discord to the one that we originally had, because the other one had different associations that we didn't really want. So again, honesty goes a long way, and that's me being honest. So that's pretty much it. We've done humongous growth. So our achievements for the past 3.5 weeks, right? Because at the time of writing this report, it was the marketing campaign was published on the 16th of May, 15th of May. Now we're on the 10th of June. That's under 4 weeks. Are you ready for it? Because this is huge, right? From the time of publishing the first draft of the marketing campaign, the Telegram group members has gone from 200 members to 2,600 members. Seriously, pat yourselves on the back. That is huge, okay? From a dying project to a project that went up, 1,300%, like X, 1,300X. It's crazy, right? From 200 members to 2,600 members, the holder count has increased from 450 holders to 11,200 holders. That's in only 3 weeks. That's in only 3 weeks, right? From 400 to 11,000. I mean, this is huge. I don't see comments flying in, but they need to be because this is huge, right? So basically, again, looking at the supply has dropped from all the way down to 8.9% remaining supply, and currently 46% of liquidity is being held by 5 people that are on the leadership team, right? And sorry, I'm gonna give you time out, whoever you are. Goodbye now. So 46% of liquidity is being held by 5 individuals. The dead address is holding 43.5% of liquidity. And that means that the project has a decreased amount of volatility, okay? And that's how we managed to gain the trust in the project and the community, seeing that, you know, it's not just smoke and mirrors kind of thing, right? So that brings me to the third and final stage of this, and that is the plan moving forward. Now, all of this is going to be dependent, very dependent, I must say, on the community, and it's going to be dependent on the amount of contribution we're going to have, because as soon as you see this, you're going to see how we can make a difference for the life of this project, basically, right? So I'm going to share this in chat with you all as well. Have a quick look at that. All right. Now, have a look at the image that I just sent. Again, disclaimer alert. This is highly dependent on the contribution of the community. This is going to be highly dependent on the little things, okay, before the big things. Absolutely, got to stay hydrated. There we go. The weather is crazy. I don't know if you can hear the windows banging next to me, but we've got thunderstorms in Melbourne. So again, this is going to always depend on how much activity we've got in our community channel, right, on Telegram. This is going to depend on the amount of contributions we're going to have between each other. It's going to depend on how long are we willing to hold our bags, okay? How long are we willing to support this? Because the simple breakdown of the mathematics, right, and the numbers behind this project, or any project really, is it's a very simple business equation. When supply goes down, demand goes up. When supply increases, aka more selling, right, the demand decreases because everyone goes into scaredy cat phase and, oh my God, it's dumping. Oh my God, it's going down, right? So as soon as we are able to actually acknowledge the fact that we need to hold as much of the supply as we can, because when you make it scarce and when you make it very little, right, people are going to want it more. And then that followed with the right marketing, there is no stopping it. Okay, so the plan for June is the marketing cap high is going to be $15 million market cap. Now, I did have a low target, but I didn't want to include it there. Okay, so I didn't want to include the low because we don't know what it's going to consolidate on. But in a very highly volatile market like the DeFi space, okay, we're going to see consolidations of like 60-70%, just like we saw with the previous pump. You know, we saw a huge rise and then we saw a bit of a consolidation, which is on a floor. And that's, again, something that I want to share with everyone, and I want to emphasize on it with everyone, is head over to the chart right now and have a look. Have a look at the chart, and you will be able to see that our floor that we're sitting on right now is 7 to 8x higher than our previous floor, right? And that's a lot of work, and that's a lot of strategy. You have to have strategy, right? So the high of the market cap we're expecting for June is $15 million market cap. Now, guys, I really want you all to have this in front of you as a financial vision for your own sake, okay? So I want everyone who is on this call right now, because anyone who is on here right now is someone I consider dedicated, regardless if they're FUDing or not, like we saw before. Regardless what they're doing, they're interested. Okay, they're interested. So clearly the attention is there. So what I want you all to sit down with yourselves and realize is one of my goals in this project is to open everyone's eyes on how can I make a financial difference for myself individually as a person. Okay, so when you look at that target of $15 million market cap, I want you all to ask yourselves, what does that mean for me? Okay, what does that mean for my bag, my holdings, right? If I'm holding $1,000 right now at $15 million market cap, that's a 10x. That's a 10x, 9.5x, right? So my 1,000 is going to go up to 10,000. How am I going to work with it? Okay, what am I going to do with it? All right, that's where that brings you to the second goal, which is the holder count of 15,000 for June. Telegram members of 4,000. Marketing budget, we need a marketing budget of around 15 BNB weekly. Okay, I was going to put 30 BNB bi-weekly, but same thing. So what is going to happen here is we're going to need, for the next month, we're already gaining the exposure, which is awesome and amazing, right? We need more exposure. More exposure implies more marketing. So we need to be able to do that, and we need to be able to do it together. All right. So after that happens, July becomes the juicy month. Okay. Again, every single one of these goals are going to be dependent on us hitting the goal from the month before. Okay, guys. So take it in. That's your strategy plan. That's our goal. That's our aim. How can I make it happen? All right. Ask yourself individually, how can I make it happen? And let's work it out. So in July, my hope and what I'm aiming for is for us to hit $40 million market cap with a liquidity goal of around $400,000 to $1.2 million, which would bring us basically into a healthy liquidity, right? Marketing budget would be around 15 BNB a week. And I'm hoping that we can actually have our exchange listing and our merchandise store up and running. Now, for the sake of honesty and transparency, okay, I will be looking at setting up the store, the merchandise store, okay, for it to be able to funnel marketing funds for us, okay? Because one thing that is unfortunate with the contract being renounced and all that sort of stuff, we can't actually code anything into the code to funnel out funds for us, marketing funds. So that's why it's been heavily dependent. And that's the reason why I shared the initial marketing that was done. And that's the reason why I'm sharing with you all the budget it's taking now, because, for the first month, it was going out of someone's pocket. So yes, we raised it out of the community once, but before then it was, we were bouncing off each other. So Exchange listing in July, 40 million. With that said, don't tie yourselves to these numbers, because as far as I'm concerned, we can actually hit $40 million in June. Okay, the market is doing what the market does. Okay, and it can most definitely get us where we need to get. Okay, now $40 million market cap, that is a first goal. All right. August, I only put us at 50 million. All right. Even though I genuinely believe that we can achieve the 100 and the 150 million. Okay. But in August, guys and girls, we will be going into official talks with a blockchain developing company and a blockchain security company. And you know why that is, because we will get working on DragonSwap. Okay, DragonSwap is going to be planned and worked out in terms of utility, in terms of the process of how it's getting launched, in terms of what platform is going to be worked through it, in terms of all the nitty-gritties of it. It will all start getting discussed. Okay, yeah, hype the chat up for DragonSwap. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate you. Sorry, I didn't see these comments before. I appreciate you, and honestly, your trust keeps me going. So thank you for that. Now, September, we are going to initiate the Give Back protocol, helping people the first group of people who have lost their money. Also depends on the price of Bitcoin and BNB. Definitely, absolutely. For sure, you're very right, Peter. So, as I mentioned before, it's all going to depend on the market and what the market is doing right now. So, at the start we had like 20 BNB of liquidity when the project first started. We had 20 BNB in liquidity, but it was worth a lot more than what 20 BNB was worth right now, right? Because it was on the high. So I totally agree with you. So we want to initiate in September. We want to initiate Give Back protocol, and that is going to be a manual test, right, for the bigger picture. All right. The way we're going to do that is in the white paper, I've mentioned that we are going to basically be finding a project that was rippled or affected by developers leaving and all that sort of stuff, right, and try to rebuild it for them. Well, I might have changed. I know, right? Tell me about it. I might have changed that concept a little bit because of all the questions that I have been asking myself. Thank you, Namita. I appreciate you. I've been asking myself, okay, so what if we put $50,000 of liquidity, $50,000 of liquidity, instead of going to another charity, right, into a charity that's going to go towards a certain cause. And again, when it comes to charity, you are talking about a corporate organization, right? Why not take that money, whatever the amount is that we're willing to, that we are willing to donate, right, and give it directly to the people? Why not do that? Okay. And the way we're going to do that is simple. At the moment, we have seen so many holders, and I mean so many holders, and I don't only mean the bots that are buying $0.00099 or something. No, I mean the little holders that are buying $5 and $10 and $20, right? I've been reached out to by people who would say to me, please tell me that this project is going to go well. I put my life savings in there, and then I would ask them, what is your life savings, if you don't mind me asking? Like, what have you invested? Like, what have you done? They would tell me $20 and $30. Okay. What that tells me is that we can change so many lives, and it's going to start with this. Okay. The other day I was in the community chat with Michael and a couple of others, and this gentleman came on, and he goes to me, I've been researching the whole share market space and cryptocurrency, and I wanted to see where to invest my money. And I decided after the 9 days, I decided that I wanted to invest it in Dragonmusk, right? I was like, wow, that is such the compliment. Like, that is an incredible compliment. Thank you. Why did you decide to invest it in Dragonmusk though? Because I'm quite intrigued to know. He goes to me, brother, $20 a month for us will make me live and my family a very happy and comfortable life. I did not know what to say. I was absolutely speechless, right? And I didn't know what to say. I was like, go on. And he goes to me, I want to help people. And I've always wanted to help people, but I can't help people because if I help people, who's going to help me? Now that's real life, guys. Okay, that's real life. I was on that phone call with that guy and that's what he was saying. So $20 can make a difference. So that brings me back to give back protocol. Now, unfortunately, the people that got rug pulled and all that sort of stuff, right, are the people that invest the $20 and $30 and $40 in a project, right? This is what's going to happen. We're going to start a Google form very soon of projects that were rug pulled, okay? And from these projects, we will have applications from anyone in the community that sees has a bag sitting in a project that it's a heavy bag, but no liquidity. They can't sell it. They can't do anything with it, right? We are going to put a poll up. I'm going to study the projects myself. I'm going to audit the wallets, the top 50 wallets of the project. And what's going to happen is, at the time in September, we are talking about $100 million market cap. Okay. Now I'm going to do a quick maths on that. And $100 million market cap would be around 1.6 million. That's 62x from here. All right. Currently, 1 trillion tokens is going to give you around 0.2 BNB, say 0.15 BNB. So 1 trillion tokens at $100 million market cap is going to be 9.75 BNB. Okay, 1 trillion token is going to be 9.375 BNB, right? Regardless of the amount of BNB, the amount that BNB hits, okay? That tells me that the 100 trillion tokens that I donated to the marketing wallet originally, right? That was really for charity and marketing, okay? Because at the end of the day, you don't really want to sell tokens for marketing. That's just defeats the purpose unless it's done properly, right? So the goal is in September, when we actually hit that $100 million market cap, find these projects, find up to 5,000 holders and airdrop to each holder, okay, a certain amount of tokens. Now, from a humanitarian perspective, from a humane perspective, that makes me feel good. That makes me feel like I can sleep at night because I'm not just preaching what I'm preaching, I'm actually acting on it, right? And that's what you guys want in this community as well. So that's what we will be doing, okay? But moreover, you got to think about it. In September, the numbers that are proposed, okay, the projected holders at the time would be around between 30 to 40, if not 50,000 holders, okay? But the people that have got rug pulled, okay, which I've been a part of a lot of rug pulls. I've gotten rug pulled like left, right, and center more than I can even care to admit to because it's embarrassing, right? So whatever amount that we've got in there, right? People have actually given up on DeFi because of these experiences, unfortunately. But you always come back to it, right? Like when I first lost my first $2,500 in trading, I'm like, no, not doing this again. I'm out, right? And then like 6 months later, I went back to my account. I'm like, okay, so what do I have now, right? So people are always going to come back to it. Now imagine 10,000 people coming back to their wallet that was airdropped 10 or 20 or $30 worth of Dragonmusk, and Dragonmusk doing 100x from there. We will be changing lives, and this is exactly how we're going to do it. Okay. Now with the give back protocol, that is going to be implemented into the exchange as well. How? Again, it's still under construction. There is not even a blueprint for it. There's just an idea that's in here and with the team as well. So we will guard the DeFi space, and we will try our best to achieve this mission together. But I want to tell you all, and I want to insist on it, right? It will all depend on you. Each and every one of you. It will depend on you, right? How much are you willing to go? How much are you willing to push? We are about to prove to everyone that a community can do absolutely anything. This is the first DeFi project that doesn't have millionaires behind it. Well, I mean, I'm not a millionaire. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a millionaire, right? And it doesn't have, you know, all the fancy AMAs and the Satoshi Street bets, you know. Do we want to get there? Absolutely we do. But we're going to do it together. And that is what's going to make this project, and what is making this project what it is right now. Again, these targets are the big, not even, honestly, I feel like $150 million market cap could be achieved by September. But then again, I don't want to be giving any financial advice. This is not financial advice, right? I do genuinely believe it is possible, but it is heavily, June is all about marketing. So how much are we willing to work together to make that happen? Okay, so that would be my last note on what I had to share with you all today. I hope it gives everyone the peace of mind of what we've done so far, what worked, what hasn't worked. Okay, I hope that it can give you reassurance in telling people, educate each other. Okay, when someone comes into chat and they're saying, oh, well, I'm disappointed with the marketing campaign. Like I had a guy message me the other day. I was like, oh, I'm so disappointed in the marketing campaign. I'm like, so what makes you disappointed, right? And, you know, he's like, oh, there's no this, there's no that. And I sent him a list of YouTube videos, like 12 YouTube videos. I'm like, does that look like marketing to you? You know, we got to educate each other. You know, a lot of people that come in and FUD, they don't mean it. They actually don't mean to FUD. It's not personal, but they've been rug pulled before, right? And they're scared. So embrace everyone. You know, look out for one another. And honestly, I could not have asked for a better project to lead into success. And I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever. I don't even care if it burns to the ground, right? I have no doubt in my mind. This is the new big thing. And we will make it the new big thing. You know why? Because we have got passion and we believe in one another. And that's a lot more than what a lot of people can say. So let me know if there's any questions. Air them out in chat. We'll take the next maybe 10 minutes and we'll go through any questions that anyone has got. You are the legend. I was gonna actually save the song that you made, and I was going to play it as the playlist for the YouTube channel. So Kushagra, unfortunately, I cannot give you a price prediction, but I did give you a market cap projection for the end of the year. So you're more than welcome to have a look at that, but no one can tell you what the price is going to be. But we are trying our best to make it to our targets, which would be very beneficial. Any plans to onboard influencers? Yes, there is. With that said, though, again, we are individuals. So we are trying to work with what we've got currently in terms of human and financial resources. I will tell you, I've got contacts that are connected to, I mean, I'll say I do have contacts that are connected to Hollywood stars, to Hollywood celebrities, to CEOs of companies, but there is no way in hell, right, that we would want to approach anyone of that caliber before we have that utility up and running. And that utility, every single one of you on this call and everyone in that Telegram channel and every single holder is playing a role in. I hope that answers your question. Do you plan to burn more tokens in the future? Absolutely not, actually, because, okay, so that's a very open-ended question, because there's plans for ever so welcome bread. There are plans for us to try to utilize token burn and all that sort of stuff. But what you need to really kind of grasp onto is that we came into this project as investors. So yes, I hold the top wallet, right? Am I happy with it? Absolutely not. I'm happy only because it saves the project a lot of heartache, really, because everyone knows that I'm not going to sell. So but at the end of the day, what I really need you to understand is when we're asking about token burns, right? We're asking people to burn their money, right? So if I came up to you right now and I said to you, hey, would you be willing to burn $10,000? You'd probably slap me. You know what I mean? So no, in short, we're not planning on burning more tokens. Instead, we're planning on getting holders that are going to hold the token long term, because that's equally as effective. Okay. Token burns is just going to increase the percentage in your wallets, right? So why not increase the percentage in your wallet organically without token burns? So let me know if that answers your question, and if not, I will get back to the rest of your question. How do you find out about Dragonmusk? It's quite a funny story, actually. It is quite a funny story. I would not have even imagined it in my wildest dreams. I see Eric is on this call, and we were trading. We are just looking for that, because I'm a full-time trader, guys. Like, I make a living. That's how I make my living. If I don't trade, I don't eat, basically. Right. So with that said, we were looking for the new big thing to like trade it, make money off it, and kind of move on, you know? So what we did is we found Dragonmusk, and there was another two people involved that are not involved anymore. And when we found Dragonmusk, I'm like, all right, this thing is good. This thing is big. And then at the time I found it, it was complete coincidence. I think it was either a post in Reddit, or it was shared in one of the groups or something of the sort. And then I didn't come into the Telegram chat. Invested my whatever I wanted to invest it in there at the start, and I saw the dump from the original developers. So the dump happened, and I'm like, crap, like, what's going on here, right? So anyway, I had funds on the side, and I was sitting behind my screen, and I was literally waiting for every single dump. I was picking it up. You can go back in my transaction history on my wallet, and you can see every single dump was getting eaten up, right? I'm like, you know what? This project looks solid. It looks kind of, interesting. So that's when I checked the holder count, and it was around $395. I'm like, whoa, an hour old project, half an hour old project, 400 holders. That's a lot of holders. Checked the Telegram channel, and that's when I found 250 people. Everyone was freaking out. The developers had left at that stage, and everyone was like, oh my God, what's going to happen to my money now? All that sort of stuff. And that's when I was like behind my screen, kind of picking up the bits slowly on an uptrend. So yeah, that's how I found Dragonmusk. And then when the developers did leave, basically I came out to the people and I said to everyone, like, why are we so scared? Contract is renounced, liquidity is locked, and if you really want to know, I'm one of the top wallet holders. So let's go, right? And that's how it started. That's how the journey with Dragonmusk started. Absolutely, it is. It is aimed to be a safe place for everyone. Absolutely, and that's because what connects all of us together is we all know what it feels like to be burnt, basically. Is there any plans to change the name? Because a lot of people hate Elon Musk. I think DragonSwap is better. Again, unfortunately, with not having ownership of the contract, you are ever so welcome, Ed. It's my pleasure. With not having ownership of the contract, it's going to be hard to do any changes, right? We can rebrand the name. I did want us to rebrand the name. In fact, when we were dealing with that predatory position wallet, the whale wallet, that was holding 3% of supply, my plan was to actually launch the token brand new, replace Liquidity, where everyone's money would be safe, tank the project on the whale's head, and not give him money. So that was my plan. And in that process, I was hoping to be able to rebrand the name and stay, like, move away from the Musk aspect of it. But at the moment, it's going to be hard to do that, because at the end of the day, we've got, so many platforms that we need. So BSC Scan, if I wanted to change the name on BSC Scan, we need to be able to have access to the owner's address, which we don't, unfortunately. So in short, we're not going to be able to change the name currently. But for Dragonswap, a lot of exciting things happening. The ideas for Dragonswap are absolutely out of this world. I am telling you, it is out of this world. Okay. And one thing I will tell everyone is your efforts don't go by unnoticed. Okay. And I know there might not be much that I could do at the current stage to kind of give back. What I can do, I am doing right now. But your efforts are not going by unnoticed. Okay. And Dragonswap is going to be huge for you before anyone else. It's going to be huge for everyone. And I hope that answers the question. And then definitely we will be branding names. We will be launching an NFT platform for it. The farming utility is going to be huge on Dragonswap. It's going to be huge. And then the rest, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But we will definitely break free from the Musk name, definitely. All right. Ali just made it to sneak on at work. Thanks, guys. You're the best. Good to see you, Adam. All right. Any more questions? Fire away. Thank you. All right. Well, we'll leave it at that then. Obviously, I'm going to be in the. Absolutely, Chris. Please read that, because that is exactly what we are about. One community brought together to make sure that everyone has a safe place to go. One community to make the DeFi space better, one day at a time. The guardians of DeFi will always be watching. You better bet. You better bet. I mean, I don't sleep at night. I literally stay up till 11 a.m. every day for exactly that reason. So I've got a list of groups that I have been part, because I want to see what's going on in the space. And there's so many groups of people that have gotten rug pulled and all that. So I am so sorry. I don't understand that, but I will try to translate it. All right. Well, guys, that's everything I have. I'm gonna hop off now. If you need anything from me, please let me know in the community chat on Telegram, and we will definitely be able to get to it. In the meantime, stay healthy, stay safe, look out for each other, be there for one another, because that's what's going to bring this project forward, is every one of you. So again, thank you so much for having my back, having the team's back, and believing in this project. You are all absolutely incredible, and I could not be more grateful for having you all as part of this journey, and I can't wait to see what tomorrow has to bring. Again, thanks, guys. I'll see you soon.